How's it going? Okay. So I've made some revelations that I want to share with everyone about what the fuck is going on in the market. Okay. I seen so many people freaking out today, and yesterday, and I gotta tell you some stuff here, guys. I understand how you all feel, but what all you guys don't understand is many of us have felt like this 100 times already. Many of us have said Bitcoin's going to potentially die. Many people say a lot of different things. What I can tell you is happening in the market is almost exactly what I told you was going to happen when I was at immigration and couldn't tell you what was going to happen and couldn't look at a chart yesterday. What I did see, as I said, it looks like regulations are coming in. Okay? With this whole Binance thing, it seems kind of too good to be true. Then people completely miss the fact that CBOE futures expire today. Another aspect to think of. And here's the really big one. The really, really big one. Did anyone else notice that Binance just added USDC pairings the very next day? Did any of you guys just notice that when they were talking about USDC, that they used the word regulated? Put two and two together, guys. Also, another aspect to think about. CBOE futures. Go back a month. Go back another month. Go back another month. Tell me what happened when CBOE futures were going to expire in August. Look from August 1st to August 14th. Go look right now. You may open your eyes and go, wait a minute, that's really interesting. On the 14th of August, we had something similar happen. But it happened almost like a rundown in August. Almost like people were suppressing the price to buy it again and watch it go back up. Now we see all of a sudden, the market goes bullish. It's a bull trap. But it wasn't a bull trap. All it was 3, 4, 5 coins that had really good weeks. That's all it was. Most coins were going up a few percent and dropping. So what I think has happened is we've been tricked by the big boys again. The whales have tricked a lot of us, okay? And why have they tricked us? Because they made us feel bullish. They made us feel like, okay, finally it's November, things are going well. We broke out through the descending triangle. Everything seemed lined up super perfectly, right? But here's what we all forgot. And maybe we didn't forget, but we oversaw. We oversaw the fact that Bitcoin itself is A, mineable. So it can't go down to 4,000, 3,000. That's the first thing. B, we know with CBOE futures that we were going to potentially have a drop because people now are going to buy long for the next month. And that's how they make money. They're going to go long on the futures market and they're going to make money from today on. That's what's going to happen. And so all those people potentially did. And if you're smart and you understand what's going on here, you'll see something very clearly. What you're going to see is, okay, so let me break this down and I'll sit down to do this. So we have Bitcoin, we have it dropping like a fly. We have things like the CBOE futures. What do you think if you're a whale? Are you going to do if you want to make more money? What I'm going to do if I'm a whale is I'm going to take all my Bitcoin and short it to shit right before the CBOE futures end. Okay? Then what am I going to do? I'm going to go really long on it while it's cheap. When Bitcoin's 5,500, I'm going to take my big whale money worth maybe $1 million and throw it in for a long haul on Bitcoin at 5 times the leverage of what I put in. And guess what happens? They make far more money. So there's this aspect that we also have to take in consideration. Another thing we need to take in consideration is this. If we go to history and we look at what's been happening in the market, there really was nothing that actually showed us uptrend. There wasn't. We weren't making huge gains. None of the traders I know were making huge gains this past month. Some people made a couple good calls. Even myself, there were a couple good calls. But overall, the market had not been really reacting bullishly full out. We had some bullish momentum. That's it. Now, What does it come up to now? Why am I talking about that now? Because what happens when we have movement like this is it shakes out the weak hands. Now, those weak-handed people will be gone out of the market, especially after this time, because I truly believe a lot of people threw in so much of their cash when it was 6,400 because it just stayed stable, and now those people have also lost money. So what I think is really is to see who's in this for: A, blockchain; B, crypto; C, revolution; or D, money. Money should be one of the motivations in being in crypto because it can help you and it can make you move up. But money should not be your only motivation. And if it is your only motivation, this is why many people get wrecked in this market, because they're thinking too short term. Remember, cryptocurrency is just getting started. Cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology is just starting to be explored. Think about the internet when it first came out, and think about where the internet is now, and think about applications when they first came out, and think about where applications are now. Do you not think that this is going to absolutely just go tenfold in a very short amount of time, very quickly? It will, but we don't know when. Now, if you've been watching, you guys know that for about, I would say for example, 2 months, I said, I don't know when it's going to happen. I keep having this feeling we're going to have a dip. Any of you guys know that have been watching me, that I've been saying this. I keep feeling like there was a dip coming. But then we had Bitcoin Cash, and we had Basic Attention Token, and we had XRP go on pumps. We had POA go on a pump, and then MOD and MDA last month go on a pump. So we all started to feel like, hey, this isn't so bad. Crypto's starting to come back. And then we start convincing ourselves that, oh, we're coming out of this descending triangle, so we must be there. And you know what it is us telling ourselves we're seeing stuff that actually isn't there. What we're doing right now is we're telling ourselves, I see stuff that's there, but it's not actually there because we want it to be there. Right? We're tricking ourselves into thinking a little bit of bullish momentum is really a bullish movement in the whole market. And it wasn't. And now we've learned that. What I want us all to focus on is the long term, the marathon, not the race. We are all going to get there. I can guarantee you that in a year from now, we will be very close to where we want to be. Next year, the STO revolution is starting. STOs stand for security token offerings. So these bullshit ICOs that made tokens for absolutely no real use case are going to die. You're seeing it happen now. Look what happened to ICX most recently. It's literally never been this low, and it just keeps going lower. Projects are starting to die, okay? And if they don't figure their shit out, they're going to die, and that's great. People think it's bad. No, it is great. The best thing this space could have happen is the real companies that are doing real things in the space come out. Now, we have Joseph Lubin, Anthony DeMario. We have, what's his name from Shapeshift? Cole's, name slips my head. All those guys, do you know who they work with? Polymath. Do you know what's coming now? STOs. Do you know what STOs mean? Every single business in the world will now have the ability to tokenize and be liquid. What have you been saying for this, O'Dane? Just write that in so I know what you're talking about. Because I've been talking about so many different things. I don't know, but maybe you're saying it's a long-term play, and if you are, you're right. Okay, if we keep the mindset, and if you've made it, okay. I also need to really talk about something. I'm going to stop myself right here and talk about something that I think everybody needs to hear because no one tells you this. You are all A, amazing, B, smart, and C, coachable. All of you. It doesn't matter where, okay? Yes. The cryptos that are BS are gone, man. O'Dane, you're absolutely right. We're gonna see those disappear and never come back. Sorry, I got a little alarm on my phone there. Now, the bigger picture here is what is at play. I'll tell you what's at play, and it's beautiful. What's at play here is we have opportunities. Right now, when the market is not doing as well, you should be educating yourself. Learn about crypto. Find coins and read about them. What do they do? Why are they useful? How do I actually see it as benefit? And another thing, the most important integral thing I just forgot to tell you, and I'm telling you now. If you buy a project because of the team, the technology, what they're achieving, all the stuff that you think is makes it a really strong company's fundamentals. They have good people on their team. They have people from Fortune 500 companies. They have people who worked in that same industry before. They have, some type of computer guru or blockchain guru, something that makes them special. And you invested in that company. Why in the hell are you looking at your investment every single day? An investment means you're invested. You have a vesting period of, let's say, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, right? So invest in a company. Warren Buffett did not buy Apple when he bought Apple, or Ford when he bought Ford, or Bank of America stocks when he bought. He didn't buy all those things because he thought those companies would do well because of what they're doing inside. He bought them because the people that are behind them are competent and good business people, and they have good ideas, and they act upon them properly. Sorry, I'm a little yelly. But my point here is that if you're investing in crypto, invest in crypto. Don't do anything else. Don't deviate. Invest in crypto if that's what you're doing. An investment means you're going to buy and hold for a couple years. That's what an investment is. If you're flipping crypto, it means you buy crypto, and then what happens with it? You sell it. You make money. If you're just buying it, that's all you're using it for, okay? So what we have to keep in mind, keep your Zen Buddha, boys and ladies. Calm, cool-headed. IoT chain, yep, on a 3-year plan right now. Absolutely. What do you like about IoT chain the most, Odin? Internet of Things is super cool. There's so many applications for it, but where do you think that we're going to see it the most? That's a really good question. Where do we really see us using this technology? We're seeing it in Volkswagen cars, but in general, blockchain is very useful, but not very useful for many industries. Like, I can give so many examples of where blockchain is great and where blockchain is not. Anything where we talk about keeping a record of something, probably not a good place for a blockchain. Okay? Because, yes, it's good and bad. Record keeping, like medicals, like I don't want my medical records on a blockchain where anyone can access it. So no, there's good and bad for blockchain. Okay? Now, there are so many use cases from gaming, AR, VR, AI, DDoS applications, internet applications, social media applications. Blockchain is used in many different places, but it's an overused word. No one even knows what blockchain means anymore because there are so many people that say blockchain, for example, is a distributed ledger, which it is, but some people say blockchain and they're talking about something else completely different, about payment systems or something. They miss the actual whole point of it, and that's the thing. It's the future. I see us using it mostly indoors to enter our houses, businesses. Yeah, absolutely, that's for sure. I could see that too. And it's only getting started. That's the thing, Odin. That's the thing that people need to realize is this is an infant industry where we have Dfinity, we have Fidelity, we have huge money coming in soon. But before big money comes into any market, and you can ask literally any banker, any trader, what happens when the money before it comes in the market. Usually, the people that want to buy in will suppress the price so that they can buy more of it cheaper. Same as we would want to do. Think about it. But if you're an institution who can afford to do that, and suppress the price down first and then buy in, you probably will do that. I was listening to a podcast, the Unchained podcast, where they brought in a VC fund. And the VC fund said exactly that, right? They make sure that their investments do well. So they invest more money into certain areas so that they do well, and they make sure of it. That's the kind of stuff that we're going to see. And you're going to see a lot of these retail investors, they're not going to be needed soon. VCs, hedge funds are going to take over everything, unfortunately, because we're all too goddamn scared to actually invest money right now. Now, on the other flip side, most of the VC funds are also too scared to invest money right now in ICOs because what is there an ICO that there isn't already? ICOs have been done out. STOs, Polymath, Securitize. These are coming big time. I'm working with potentially, not guaranteed, a national football team to play in the World Cup. That type of level. That's the stuff we're going to see. It's going to be beautiful, guys. I'm telling you. So let's keep in mind one really important fact. Education is what you can do right now to better yourself. Learn. Learn. Okay? Second, keep a cool head. Even if for me it's hard days. Trust me. I put a lot of what happens to the market if my people watch. I put a lot of that on myself. Even though it's not my fault what the market does, I still take responsibility. I keep accountable for anything that's happened. Be accountable for yourself. Don't blame the market. The market's going to do what the market does, okay? What we all have to keep clear head about is this. If we think like a marathon runner, it doesn't matter at the start of the race if we're down. It's how we finish the race. And the more we keep that in mind, the more we realize that the market is not fucked, the more we stay cool-headed, the better off we're going to be. Okay? So, if you're feeling down right now, a lot of us are feeling down. It sucks to wake up to what we wake up to or what we miss when we're at an immigration office or anything. That all sucks. But it doesn't have to be as bad as we're making it. Right? So, what I want to get to is this. The market may dump to 4,800. It may bounce off of 5,400. We don't know. What I do know is this. It costs miners on average around the world $5,100, $5,200 to make one Bitcoin. So as long as we're above that, they're going to continue making Bitcoin. But until we see it lower than that, I don't see any problem. But if we get lower than that and it doesn't spring, we have a problem because miners, why would they mine and lose money? So this is why I believe in Bitcoin. This is why I believe it's not going anywhere. There's the ETF decision still. We have a lot of things coming. So don't stress. We're all good. And that's all I want to leave you with. We're all okay. It's going to be fine. Invest means one thing. It means to invest. You're going to leave your money vested in something for a long time. That's different than hodling. Hodling, you plan to, well, it's similar to hodling, but I think investing is a better word than hodl because hodl is I don't really like that word anymore. I think it's just hodl. All I think of hodl is like portfolio gone. That's what I think about it. So, I mean, if you had invested in a couple projects that you liked, maybe you also still be down. You never know. But the point is, don't worry about everything. If you're thinking short term, you're going to panic and you're going to sell and you're going to regret it. So do what's best for you and your family, guys. That's all I'll always recommend. Keep a cool head on your shoulders. Know that this was very potentially much a manipulation play by the CBOE, futures ending, and people trying to get in crypto for the long cheap, thinking that we might have a very big November 15th to December 14th. Think about that. Right before Christmas, people will pull their money. Think about that. Okay? And be careful in December, everyone. I'm telling you, that ETF decision has not been finalized. Binance might be getting rid of Tether. I forgot to mention this. Binance might be getting rid of Tether. Why do I say that? USDC coin, regulated, and they made the point in their post that it's regulated. Why do you think Binance cares all of a sudden about regulated coins? Binance cares about regulated coins because Tether just printed off 700 million extra coins, even though they pulled off more than that out of circulation. And now all of a sudden Tether's price is dumping. Is this the great Tether exit scam? Another thing to think about. Another thing which is causing panic. Another thing that you all need to keep clear on your head on your shoulders, okay? We are so close to getting out of this shit. It's so close. If you keep the right mindset, positivity, Don't worry about a little bit of money lost now for a lot of money gained later. Think about it. If you invested in 2015, where would you be? If you invested in 2016, where would you be? Think about it. That's all you have to think about. If you invested last year at the start of the year, you're still up $4,000, $5,000 of Bitcoin. So it's not a short-term play. And even though this is not a very bullish year, the stock market's also causing a lot of this, guys. The two things that happen when stocks usually fall are people hedging to gold, silver, and fiat. I think eventually that will help in crypto and come to our side a little bit too. But that's going to take for the market to crash in the stocks a lot more. People have to get the confidence in cryptocurrency, and that's going to come when they start seeing those institutions that say they're doing stuff in crypto actually doing stuff in crypto. So when Fidelity actually is doing trading with crypto, when ICE Exchange and Bakkt Exchange are all up and running, then that's the true test of will. And if it is now where the traders are dumping as much as possible to get in cheap so that they can start trading crypto, that also is a possibility. So many things and factors to think about over the next little while. You've watched this video and I produced 4 or 5 different things. One, recently, Binance having USDC, having a long maintenance, and now USDT with this whole issue of it being 90 cents twice in like 2 weeks. And there's a lot of shady shit like that. And you have to look at that and go, why would Binance add USDC when they have Pax and TrueUSD already? What's the need for another one? Why do they need regulated ones? Why is Tether potentially not going to be on Binance in the future? Think about these things. Think about CBO futures ending yesterday and dump right before they could go long on the next contract. All these things are to consider. And also start looking at dates. Look at last time there was a CBO futures. The market was up, people dumped it, and they bought it at the low, and it started to move back up again. Keep your eyes on the market for the next little while, guys. Because I think we've had our 3 dumps of Bitcoin, which is usually what happens, and we're finding support around $56,000 or $5,600. Okay, around that we have a lot of support actually around there. It keeps jumping off that line. So we might be at the end of our dumping for a little while, but we might dump more to 4,800. So keep that also in mind. Play safe, everyone. Be very safe. Be very conservative. If you go in the market, my suggestion of what I would potentially do, this is not financial advice, only put in 25% of your actual crypto into the market if you're going to hedge. That would be the smartest way to do it when you don't know where the market's going up or down, or even 50-50. These are things that you could do if you're still wanting to catch things, and if you're just kind of happy to wait and see where she goes, that's what I'm potentially going to do right now, you can do that too. So you guys have a great day or evening. I'll see you soon. I'm going to be doing some more live feed videos again, so keep your questions there. I know it's stressful. I know that you guys are like, what is going on? It's all good. Not all good when we look at our pocketbook or look at our Delta or Blockfolio. It's all good when we think the long term. So remember, keep that short term, get rich quick tomorrow, I'm going to put a trade in, make $4,000 in a day. Get that stuff out of your head and start putting in your head, you know, I am going to be successful, and I'm going to be successful because this project does this, and this, and it's so useful for the future. And I know that right now it's down 20%, but in 3 years it'll be like Bitcoin and be up thousands of percent or hundreds of percent. That's the mentality you have. That's the successful mentality. All right. Mindset is a big part of this game. Cutting your losses a lot of the time cuts your gains. You have to be patient, and you already know that, right? So I highly implore you guys to do some education for yourselves to get better at TA, so you see these things happening earlier, so you don't rely on other people. Okay? So even me, I'm not always available, and so I can't always give you the answers. So this is why I am so focused on the education side, is I want you guys to know, because You teach a man, you give a man a fish, they eat for a day. You teach a man a fish, they fish, or a woman, doesn't matter. They fish and they eat forever. My idea here with this, what I'm doing with everyone, is to give them the fishing rod and show them this is how you catch a fish. And that's what we're trying to do here. So, Coach K signing off. I'll see all you guys in a little bit. Just remember, calm, cool, collected. Stay the course. Trust the process. See you guys later. Oh, I have a question I missed. Thoughts on Binance XRP trading pair? That would be awesome, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon, Art, because there's already other exchanges doing it. So, all you guys have a great day. I know what you feel like, okay? When I feel like this, I don't look at crypto. Okay? Keep that in mind. When you feel really emotional about where the market's bringing you, do not look at crypto those days. Please, for your own good, because you'll panic sell or you'll make an emotional buy. When you feel any emotion at all, just don't trade. Don't even look at crypto. Okay, that's my advice to you right now. Take a step back, go do something fun, put your head in the right mood again, so that when you do sit down, you already know that yes, you could go up or you could go down any day, but then chill. All right, everyone. You have a great day. I'm going to go and get into the office because it's been a crazy week of immigration and visa stuff in Thailand. So I'll catch you guys later. Don't let the bed bugs bite, as they say. You know? Don't put negative thoughts in your head. Clear it, get positivity, and move forward. We're going to do this all together. Everyone in crypto is in this together. Just don't forget that, right? If you're down, other people are down. And we're going to get through it. So, I'll see all you guys later. You know where to find me if you have questions. Try not to message me in the Facebook group, guys. Send me a DM. Joel Kopshoff. You know my name. Send me a DM. I never get those messages for some reason. They go on the page and loads forever. It's really annoying. If you have questions, hit me up in the comments on here or message me directly on Facebook. Or go on to Telegram at t.me/Athena Trading Group so that you can chat with me on there as well. And if you just want to chat with me on there, you can find my username at Kopshoff on Telegram. So, see you guys later. Have a great day. See you later.